Hello, Timmy Nafso here, Executive Vice President of FortisPay, and we're talking about QR codes and why they haven't really hit the ground running in the United States, while in China, they've actually surpassed every other payment method in the country. And one thing that we've been really paying attention to is this concept of QR, and you've seen it over the last several years, people putting them on their business cards, on real estate signs, and different types of places. And we as in the United States here, we really don't know what to do with those things, right? We see a QR code and it's like you grab your phone, you're like, what app should I use? It's not really built into our ecosystem. It's not really built into our culture as to how we pay with things. But the idea with QR in China especially is this concept that you essentially could get rid of debit cards altogether by utilizing QR. But there has been some fraud issues overseas in China with QR, and because of that they've limited the payment to not more than $80, right? So I think being here in the United States, one thing that we've seen is we are very slow to adopt, right? We're a big ship that moves, and there's so many different parties being part of a capital society, right? So like in China, they have the Bank of China that's dictating the terms of how payments and the banking system works, whereas here in our open format of capital society, we have different banks determining that and technology really driving that idea. What happens with QR when we see that you only can do an $80 transaction, automatically we're, well, is that really the best technology to bring into our country? QR does have a lot of value, and who would have to drive that would have to really be driven by the devices we use, right? The technology that ties into it, and then some type of value in order to utilize QR, which we're really not seeing here in the United States yet, but it is really an easy way to shop, right? To shop across the ocean here. So what you're actually seeing is people going in and everything is QR related inside a retail store especially, and they can go in and make quick payments just by QRing it and walking out of the store. And even through that QR experience, if you were to QR code something and scan that QR code, it'll actually give you information on what, if you're in a retail store and you're looking at a particular wine, it'll tell you what meats or what fish or what added value you can get, what combines well with it. So there are some cool things that come with QR. It just hasn't caught on here yet. Really curious to see if it ever does, if it's something that is just going to kind of live there and we're going to just pass by it because it's not the most secure type of payment. But please comment below and let us know your thoughts. Thanks for listening.